Ever walked through a quiet, old cemetery at dusk and felt a sudden chill run down your spine? That feeling that you're not entirely alone? Well, in the late 1960s, for the residents near Highgate Cemetery in North London, that feeling was all too real. Today, we're delving into the chilling tale of the Highgate vampire, a story that blurred the lines between local folklore, media frenzy, and genuine, spine-tingling fear. Highgate Cemetery is one of London's most magnificent Victorian graveyards. With its overgrown ivy, crumbling tombstones, and looming Gothic architecture, it's the perfect setting for a ghost story. And in the late 1960s, that's exactly what it got. It all started with whispers, fragments of stories shared in local pubs. People started reporting strange sightings in and around the cemetery after dark. A tall, dark figure with a horrifying, hypnotic gaze was seen gliding between the tombstones. Animals were found mysteriously drained of their life force, with strange marks on their necks. The local newspaper picked up the story, and soon, what was once a local legend exploded into a national phenomenon. The figure was quickly dubbed the Highgate Vampire. The story captured the public's imagination, and two men, in particular, stepped into the spotlight: David Farrant and Sean Manchester. Farrant, a practitioner of Wicca, and Manchester, a self-proclaimed bishop and vampire hunter, both claimed to be experts on the entity haunting Highgate. They had very different ideas about what it was. Farrant believed it was a psychic entity, a sort of ghost that fed on the energy of the living, drawn to the cemetery by dark rituals. Manchester, on the other hand, was convinced it was a real, undead vampire, specifically a medieval nobleman who had practiced black magic in Romania and was brought to London in his coffin. Their rivalry became a spectacle in itself. They wrote books, gave interviews, and publicly challenged each other, each one claiming they were the only person who could deal with the Highgate entity. The media loved it, and the story just grew bigger and bigger. It all came to a head on a Friday the 13th. In March 1970, a TV station announced that there would be an official vampire hunt at the cemetery. That night, a massive crowd of thrill-seekers, armed with homemade stakes and crosses, descended on Highgate, scaling the walls and gates, all hoping to catch a glimpse of the vampire. It was chaos. Over the years, the two men organized several more hunts. Farrant was even arrested at the cemetery with a crucifix and a wooden stake. Manchester claimed to have eventually found the vampire's lair, driven a stake through its heart, and burned its remains. Farrant disputed this, claiming Manchester's story was pure fiction. So, was there ever really a vampire in Highgate Cemetery? Most people today believe the story was a classic case of mass hysteria, fueled by two charismatic individuals and a media eager for a sensational story. The initial sightings could have been anything: a prankster, a vagrant, or just tricks of the light in a spooky, atmospheric place. The mind is a powerful thing, and when people expect to see a vampire, they often will. Yet, the legend of the Highgate vampire endures. It's a fascinating look at how folklore is born, and how fear can grip a community. The cemetery itself remains a popular tourist destination, its eerie beauty now forever linked to this strange and captivating chapter in London's history. It serves as a reminder that sometimes the most compelling monsters aren't the ones with fangs, but the stories we tell ourselves in the dark. What do you think? Was it all a hoax? Or could something genuinely supernatural have been stalking the grounds of Highgate? Let me know your theories in the comments below. Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed this dive into the strange and unexplained, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more stories like this one. See you next time.